Hello students, welcome back. We have started the chapter in the first part, economics first chapter development, and I am Kiran Gundegaonkar. Okay, in this first part we have discussed about the definition of the development, which shows that there should be a positive growth in the change in economic, social and political aspects of the country. Then next one we have discussed about one question, that do all people have same notions of development? In that we have discussed that different people have different developmental goal, and different development for one may not be the development of others. Okay, clear? That way I have given you in detail about it example. And after that we have discussed about the national income and other goal. What are the basic goal? Conclusion we have taken that one. Other than income there are various also some goals are there for the development, so the people look for a mixed goal of development. Then after that we have discussed about the national development. What does it mean? Now in this video we are going to discuss about the how can we compare the different countries or the states in aspects of development. ओके क्लियर? कैसे पता पड़ेगा कि कौन सा कंट्री डेवलप्ड है या कौन सा स्टेट डेवलप्ड है, कौन सा अंडर डेवलप्ड है, कौन सा डेवलपिंग स्टेज में है. जैसे इट हैज बीन टोल्ड दैट वन कि इंडिया इज अ डेवलपिंग कंट्री. So why India is considered as a developing country? Okay, clear. So that's why we are going to discuss these things in detail about in this video. Okay, so let us start with first one. When we compare the different things, see here carefully. Look at here carefully, please. When we compare different things, we could they could have similarities होती हैं उनके अंदर और differences भी होते हैं. तो है ना, आया समझ में? जब भी हम किसी चीज को कंपेयर करते हैं तो देयर शुड बी सम सिमिलैरिटीज आल्सो एंड डिफरेंसेस, मतलब डिससिमिलैरिटीज आल्सो आर देयर. द रिजल्ट डिपेंड अपॉन द पर्पस ऑफ द कंपेयरिंग. कंपेयर करते समय हम लोग क्या करना चाहिए? वी हैव टू गो फॉर द पर्पस, कि हमारा पर्पस क्या होता है. जैसे एक नॉर्मल एग्जांपल मैं आपको देती हूँ. एक स्कूल, इन योर स्कूल देयर आर वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशंस आर देयर. ओके, एंड वेरियस टाइप ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स आर देयर इन अ क्लास. सम आर इंटेलेक्चुअल, okay, clear, and some are good in physics, so they are the good sports person also. Some are good in maths, some are good in GK, and according to that when we are selecting the people for these competitions or anything else, in that case we see their ability, in which field they can go for better part. Okay, clear? So that's why those who are good in whose IQs is good one, they can be taken for the GK competition and all these things. Those who are the good, having the good physics and having interest in the sports, they will be selected for the sports. Okay, clear? Then other than that, those who are good at drawing, तो उनके लिए ड्राइंग के आर्ट में गुड है, तो उनको ड्राइंग वगैरह के लिए कंपटीशन जब होता है तो उसके लिए उसको क्या कर दिया जाता है, हम लोग सेलेक्ट कर लेते हैं. इसी तरह से अलग अलग व्यक्ति का अलग अलग जगह पे यूटिलाइजेशन किया जाता है. सो द रिजल्ट डिपेंड, कंपेयर करते समय रिजल्ट किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा? पर्पस के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा. इट इज द सेम थिंग. ओके, क्लियर? इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीबॉडी? नाउ हाउ कैन वी कंपेयर द कंट्रीज? ठीक है, आया समझ में? तो कंट्रीज का कंपैरिजन कैसे करें? तो कंट्रीज का कंपैरिजन करने के लिए सबसे बेस्ट क्राइटेरिया होता है उस कंट्री की इनकम. ओके, क्लियर? एट्रीब्यूट होता है टू कंपेयर. एट्रीब्यूट मतलब क्राइटेरिया. सो ऐसी द कंट्रीज विथ हायर इनकम आर मोर डेवलप्ड देन दोज हु आर हैविंग द लेस इनकम. इनकी इनकम जो है, टोटल इनकम या इनकम जो है वो सबसे ज्यादा होगी, वो क्या होंगी? डेवलप्ड होगी. और जिनकी कंपैरेटिवली लेस होंगी, दे वर अंडर डेवलप्ड और डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज में आ जाएंगे. ओके, क्लियर? इट इज ट्रू. नो, नॉट अ न्यू थिंग फॉर दैट वन. ओके, क्लियर? सो नाउ so how can we compare the countries for the development? So there is two criteria to compare the country for the development. First one is the national income or the per capita total income or average income or per capita income. What do you mean by the national income? When the income of all the residents of the country is added, then it is called the national income or the total income. And when the total income or national income is divided by the total population of the country, it is called as average or per capita income. So which criteria is best and why? Okay, so let us find out. Okay, clear? Let us find out with an example which one is best, national income is best or average per capita income is best. So let us find out this one. सो लेट अस टेक एन एग्जांपल, ओके, है ना। वर्ल्ड बैंक जो है इट इज टेकिंग द पर कैपिटा इनकम। वर्ल्ड बैंक किसको देखता है? पर कैपिटा इनकम को लेता है। कंपेयर करने के लिए किसको देता है? पर कैपिटा इनकम को एज ए क्राइटेरिया बनाया। क्यों लिया उसने? वो क्या कहता है कि अकॉर्डिंग टू वर्ल्ड बैंक, वर्ल्ड बैंक क्या कह रहा है? वर्ल्ड बैंक ये कह रहा है हमारे को कि आप जो है वो क्या करेंगे, व्हाट यू विल डू। ये देखिए वर्ल्ड बैंक क्या कह रहा है, ध्यान से देखो थोड़ा सा प्लीज, है ना। तो वर्ल्ड बैंक क्या कहता है कि ऐसी कंट्रीज, ये जो दोज कंट्रीज आर कॉल्ड एज डेवलप्ड और रिच कंट्री if they are having they are rich or developed country if their per capita income is 12,016 है ना, 12,616 US डॉलर है ये। you see that one, and यदि according to year that is changed, please go for that one again. Okay, clear? And low income category you have to remember these datas. Okay, clear, है ना। और इंडिया कौन सी कैटेगरी में आता है? लो मिडिल इनकम की कैटेगरी में इंडिया आता है, क्योंकि इंडिया की जो पर कैपिटा इनकम है वो क्या है? दैट इज लेस। ओके, क्लियर। 1840 है और इधर 1590 है। ओके, क्लियर, आ गया समझ में। तो ये इंडिया की पर कैपिटा इनकम है। क्लियर। सो नाउ limitation of per capita income क्या है? तो here it is a work for you, है ना। You cannot reply me immediately when you are watching that video, but you have to do that one. First you have to calculate all these things. When you will calculate, what will be the total? If total income you will calculate, I am going to tell you about which one is good one. If I am going to tell here total of income of the nation से, तो 5 citizen है तो उनकी total income कितनी है? What is total income? Total income is 50,000. Okay, clear, आ गया समझ में। Okay, clear. And here for also the total income is 50,000. So in that case, what has been happened? In that case, we can see that one, whether the total income is there or an average income is there. Okay, clear. Average income of the country will be what? 10,000. And here also the average of income of the country will be of 10,000 because 5 citizens income we have taken over here. Okay, clear. So now what happened to that one? Now in that case we can, if we will compare them for the development purpose, so both of the countries will be considered as the same way, same level. They will consider for the development at the same level. Is it clear? But it is not true. Why it is not true? Why it is not true? It is because in country A you can see that when the income is near about equally divided among the all citizens. Okay, clear. But here we can see in country B, if we will go for the individual, then in that case we can see that one, if first 4 citizens have only 500 in monthly income है and one citizen is having 48,000 monthly income है, तो on an average करते समय 50,000 से 10,000 पे आ गया। तो उस केस में क्या होगा कि both the countries are showing at the one level, but rather in that case first country A is a developed, better developed country. One is developed than B. Why country A is developed than B? Because the income is equally divided among the situation. मतलब जो income sources हैं, they are equally distributed among the citizens. In that case, and here there is a disparities between the income. One citizen is having the highest income and rest are suffering from the basic needs also. So we can say that when the country A is more developed than country B. Okay, clear. So what is the limitation? Now here with this example we are discussing about the limitation of average or per capita income. So what is the limitation? It hides the disparities, differences को hide करता है। ओवरऑल अपन ये देखेंगे ना, ये अंदर जाके थोड़ा देखेंगे कि कौन क्या कमा रहा है क्या। तो ये इसमें देखिए कंट्री बी में अधिकतर लोग, चारों लोग गरीब है, एक ही व्यक्ति अमीर है, लेकिन ओवरऑल क्या कर रहा है, एक ही लेवल के अंदर आ गया कंट्री ए के इक्विवेलेंट में। तो दैट इज नॉट अ करेक्ट थिंग। सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन अराइजेस दैट वन, व्हाट विल बी द सॉल्यूशन। अब इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम आ रही है। तो लेट अस डिस्कस विद वन मोर एग्जांपल। ओके, क्लियर। तो अब अपन लेते हैं वन मोर एग्जांपल, ठीक है। वन मोर एग्जांपल में क्या है कि इनकम अदर क्राइटेरिया। नेक्स्ट वन थिंग इज विद टेकिंग दिस एग्जांपल वी विल टेक इनकम एंड अदर क्राइटेरिया। Okay, so let us discuss with the first we will discuss in our states, taking the example of some of our states, है ना. लेकिन इस चीज को कंपेयर करने के पहले आपको ये जो नीचे जो टर्मिनोलॉजीज है, दैट टर्मिनोलॉजीज हैज टू बी क्लियर टू यू. So let me explain first that terminologies. What are these means? Infant mortality rate, literacy rate, net attendance ratio. First you must clear that one, and then we will discuss about this table and take the analysis and try to find out the answer of that question which has been given below. That is, why is Kerala considered as the most developed state even though it has less income as compared to Maharashtra? Yes, you can see that one. Maharashtra is having 1,07,670 per capita income on an average. Kerala is having 88,527 rupees. Bihar is having 26,774. Okay, clear? So in that case, we can see that one. Till now, we have discussed about the per capita criteria. In this case, what happened? Maharashtra should be the developed state. Why? Why? Because it is Maharashtra. क्यों है? क्योंकि Maharashtra is having the highest per capita income. Okay, clear? है समझ में. But even then it is considered that Kerala is considered as the most developed state of the country. Okay, clear? Why it has been considered as the most developed state of the country, that we are going to discuss. That is main thing. Why? Question arises that why it is there. So let us discuss the first terminology, infant mortality rate. इनफैक्ट इसको डेफिनेशन को याद करना है, रटना है, बिकॉज इट विल कम इन द 1 मार्क. ये तीनों डेफिनेशन 1 मार्क के लिए आ सकती है, बहुत बार पूछी जाती है. ओके, क्लियर? सो प्लीज लर्न एंड रिसाइट देम. नो नंबर ऑफ चिल्ड्रन die before the age of 1 year as proportion to 100 live children born in that particular year. मतलब क्या कि एक ही साल में 100 लाइव चिल्ड्रन रहे तो उसके अंदर कितने जिंदा है, ऐसा आया समझ में. 1 ईयर के पहले किसकी डेथ हो गई, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इन्फेंट मोर्टेलिटी रेट. यदि आपकी कंट्री में, आपकी स्टेट में हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज अच्छी होंगी तो ये इन्फेंट मोर्टेलिटी रेट यदि ये नीचे होती है, कम होती है, तो देन इट इज गुड. And if it is increasing, then it is a negative sign for the development. Okay, clear? Literacy rate, the proportion of the literate population in the 7 years of age and above group. And a literate population, so this should be higher. Higher is good for the development, good indicator for the development. And if the literacy rate is less, then it is not a good for the development. The next one is attendance ratio, school attending. The number of children attending the age group of 14 to 15 years attending the school. ओके, क्लियर? आया समझ में? कितने बच्चे 14-15 इयर्स में जो है उसमें से कितने बच्चे जो 14 और 15 इयर्स के एज ग्रुप के अंदर है. एज ग्रुप ध्यान रखना है ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप में. 14 से 15 किसके लिए? नेट अटेंडेंस रेशियो के लिए. और 7 इयर्स किसके लिए है? आपका लिटरेसी रेट के लिए है. और 1 ईयर ऑफ एज बिलो, बिफोर द 1 ईयर ऑफ एज है तो ये किसका है? इन्फेंट मोर्टेलिटी रेट का है. तीनों के एज ग्रुप को अच्छे से याद रखना है. ओके, क्लियर? सो दैट लेट अस डिस्कस कि हाउ मेनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स आर अटेंडिंग द स्कूल, है ना, in between the age group of 14 to 15 years. Okay, clear? So that is called as net attendance ratio. So again, if it is ratio is higher, then it is a good indicator for the development, positive indicator for the development. And if the ratio is less, then it will be the negative indicator of the development. So let us compare this one, please. So when we are comparing that one, here we have discussed that one, Maharashtra is that one, but we are comparing here, see the infant mortality rate of Kerala. Then after that, literacy rate of Kerala, and then net attendance ratio of Kerala. I told you that one key infant mortality rate should be reduced. It is lowest in the Kerala infant mortality rate because of the good health facilities. You can see literacy rate is the highest. It should be the highest one. Okay, clear? And net attendance ratio should be also the higher one, and it is a good indicator. It is low, so it is high. Am I right? Correct? And it is the also highest. Okay, clear? As compared to 3 state. So that's why when we will compare all the 3 things along with the per capita income, then we can consider that only income is not a sufficient criteria. Other factors are also should be in positive way. Then only we can state that particular state or country is the developed state. Okay, clear? Now it is clear to everybody. So let us finalize this here. Thank you.